Hey guys, got a little Snapchat filter going on today. I did go ahead and tape some dinner and lunch ideas this past week, and I thought I would just share them as some inspiration to you all. I do want to report that officially, as of today, I am down 12.5 pounds since January the 2nd, and I'm so super excited to keep going. So if you're interested in watching, just go ahead and keep watching. Thanks. Bye. First thing that I'm making today is some cheesy chicken taco, like a crock pot meal. You'll need sour cream, salsa. I have a little hot sauce, which is optional, cream cheese, and taco seasoning, sour cream as well. And then I have a low-carb taco seasoning that I put together a while back ago from a recipe I found on Pinterest. And I also have some frozen chicken breasts as well. I got my chicken breast into my crock pot. These chicken breasts are absolutely massive. I don't know if the camera is doing them any justice, but I would say go anywhere with, you could go up to 3-4 pounds of chicken, just depends on how much you want. I'm going to add 1 packet of the taco seasoning mix that I got. I believe this was from Aldi, might have been Save-A-Lot. And once that is added over my chicken, I am going to add some of this mild chunky salsa. And I did put a little bit of water in there to make it go a little bit further because I didn't have as much as I would have liked. The carb count on this, I believe there are 3 carbs per every 2 tablespoons. And there might be about 3/4 of a cup left in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that over my chicken. I put a few sprinkles of this Tabasco sauce in mine. This is totally optional. You do not have to do that, but I like a little bit of a kick, so I added that to mine. And because of the size of the chicken breast that I have, I went ahead and added just a little bit of my homemade taco seasoning as well on top, just to make sure that we have enough seasonings in there. And next, I'm going to go ahead and add some sour cream. I added about 3/4 of a cup of sour cream to my dish. What things are looking like once the sour cream is added. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my brick of cream cheese on top, 8-ounce brick, and I just throw it on the top there. And I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I will turn the crock pot on low. We will go ahead and cook this in the crock pot anywhere from 8 to 10 hours on low all day. And I usually end up cutting up taco fixings, shredded lettuce, tomato, cheese, onion, things like that to put on top of it when it's done. It's cooked for 9.5 hours on low, and as you can see, it is so juicy and tender and takes nothing to break apart. Another good option would be to use steak in this, or ground beef would be equally as good. I usually put it into a bowl, and I will put some red onion on top, some tomato, lettuce if I have it. I didn't have any avocado this day, or I would have definitely put that on top. It is so good that way as well. You can put it into a wrap if you would like. You can put it over riced cauliflower. Just so many different options. I highly recommend this. Just a really quick lunch option one day, kind of like a bacon, lettuce, tomato wrap, but maybe in the form of a salad. I have some sharp cheddar cheese, some tomatoes over top of some organic baby spinach. And I did go ahead and add some crumbled bacon that I had cooked in the oven over top, as well as some egg on top. Went ahead and cut it with this fancy Pampered Chef thing that I have, and that works really well. I thought I had more ranch than I did, but I didn't, so I added a little bit of this Asiago peppercorn dressing to the top. It was really good. So then one night this week, I also made kind of like a zucchini bake that turned out to be a little bit, reminded me of like a lasagna. I had ricotta cheese and sauce and Parmesan cheese. And so I buttered my dish, and I cooked my spiralized zucchini in the microwave because it was a steam in the bag. I did go ahead and try to get as much liquid off of it as I could. And I have some ricotta cheese, a little bit of sauce, which isn't technically low carb, so I went very light-handed with it. Usually I would make my own marinara sauce, but I just didn't have time that night. So I probably did maybe half a cup, maybe not even half of a cup, and I believe there were 8 net carbs per half cup. So I just kind of layered that into my pan with the ricotta over top, some Parmesan cheese, noodles, layered it all up and added cheese on top and put it in the oven to cook, and it turned out really good. Some eggs on the stove. I brought them to a boil and let them sit there for 20 minutes. I am going to make some egg salad with that, and as soon as they're done, I go ahead and put them into an ice bath. And I'm telling you what, if you have never tried this before, go ahead and give it a try because it makes peeling the eggs so much easier. Go ahead and let that sit in the ice bath for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I also have another trick that I can show you. Once I start to peel a few of these, I'll show you what I do there. What you want to do is crack the egg as much as you can. Go ahead and peel a little bit of the eggshell off. Take a small spoon and put that inside of the part of the egg that you had started to peel and kind of get it under that membrane that is between the shell and the egg. Just use your spoon to start to get the shell off, and I'm telling you, it works wonders. So now we're going to go ahead and get started on the egg salad. I have some Dijon mustard, some yellow mustard, some mayo, Himalayan salt, pepper. I have some dill. It's like a dry dill, and you freshen it up with some water. And I have a little nifty Pampered Chef thing here that I do take and cut my eggs up with. So I'll show you how I do that. Usually I put it, horizontally and put it down that way, and then set it up to go vertically as well. And it just is the perfect size for egg salad. To mention that I put a little red onion in the egg salad as well. And here are our eggs once I got all of them cut up and put into a bowl. To my eggs, I'm going to go ahead and add some very finely chopped red onion, and I am going to add some of that dill that I had sitting out. I'm also going to put salt and pepper on everything. I'm going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard, maybe a tablespoon and a half, some regular yellow mustard as well. And I think I ended up adding about 5-ish heaping tablespoons. It was a lot of eggs, so I mixed it up, put the salt and pepper in there, mixed it up, and then realized that it was a tiny bit dry, so I went ahead and I added a little bit more mayo to it, and it turned out really good. Here is the final product. I highly recommend you try egg salad this way. It was really, really good. So today for lunch, I think that I'm going to have some egg salad that I made up, and I found this cheese at Sam's Club yesterday. It's Asiago Parmesan Romano for salads and more, it says. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make some cheese crisps with this. It is like, it's freshly shaved. I cannot talk. Freshly shaved cheese. So I honestly, I think that it should be okay. It should melt like the other shredded cheese that comes in the bags, but we're gonna give it a try and see how my bag of this shaved blend. Ooh, it is strong. I tried to use a tablespoon to get the cheese in and put it onto the pan, but it's just not working. These big pieces of shaved cheese is not working for that. So I'm hoping this parchment paper will be a good barrier for these. Obviously they're not going to stick to the pan, but I'm hoping that this comes off pretty clean off of the parchment paper. I think if you cook these at high enough of a temperature, they should turn out just fine. So yeah, basically I'm just taking the shaved cheese, putting them in little piles on my parchment paper, trying to keep them all together in a pile so that it all kind of cooks together. I think we're gonna do just about 6 of them. I think this pile is way too close to the other. Probably gonna, well, actually I have 7 of them here. Let's see. Try to get these. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Probably could have fit another one in there to make it 8, but we're just gonna go with 7. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven, 400 degrees for about, I'm gonna say 10-12 minutes, but I'm gonna just really keep a good eye on these. These would also be really good if you put some seasonings on top, you know, to kind of flavor them, maybe some garlic or something. But yeah, we'll see how these turn out. This is actually the cheesy taco stuff that I had made earlier in the week. I made 2 really sizable crock pot amounts full last night, and it is all done. It cooked for probably 10 hours. Guys, this stuff is the bomb. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. Scoop it onto a low-carb tortilla, which I don't really do often. My choice of a way to eat it is just to throw it in a bowl and put taco fixings on top. You could actually make some riced cauliflower and put it on top of that so that it's more kind of like a bowl that you would get from Chipotle or something, you know, similar to that. But I'm telling you, make this. You will not be disappointed. It is so, so good. My whole family loves it. So keto or not, it's a hit. My crisps out of the oven. They are still like just a tiniest bit soft in the center, but I think they'll be okay. I think they will harden up. They smell really good, and honestly, if these turn out how I think they're going to, this is like totally what I'm going to start doing from now on. I've gotten those cheese wisps at the store before. Those things are so overpriced, like upwards of like $4 a bag. And while they're good, these are actually bigger and way cheaper. And I just think they're probably going to be better. So I am excited to let these cool down, get them put together to have with some of the homemade egg salad that I made. So I'll show you guys what that looks like when this is my lunch. This is 2 cups of organic baby spinach. I did go ahead and put a few shavings of the cheese that I made the cheese crisps from on top of the salad, along with some bacon, cracked Himalayan salt and pepper, and then I drizzled just the tiniest bit of olive oil over top. And I think I might even put a tablespoon or so of this Asiago peppercorn on top. I'm kind of weird like that. I like to mix like ranch and olive oil sometimes, just so that I'm not using as much of the ranch. They're both good fats for the ketogenic diet. And this is a heaping 1/3 cup of the homemade egg salad that I made last night. So good. It's got red onion, dill. I put the recipe on here so you'll be able to see what all I put in there. And then here are the cheese crisps. There are 7 of them, and honestly they look like they turned out perfect. So yeah, that is my lunch, and I am excited to dig in. Say hi, say bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Say thanks for watching. Lucas, say thanks for watching.